It's in stock, it's a TKL, and it comes with an artisan, and it's dope as hell. I think this will be the Mr. suit of 2022. Let's talk about the Shelby80. Hey y'all, welcome to Clackbait. So Swagkeys reached out to me to see if I wanted to check out their first custom keyboard release. The Shelby80 is a TKL with some elements that really remind me of the Owlabs Mr. suit, but in a better looking package. Let's dive in and take a look at what you get and if you should jump in on this in-stock sale. Since I just reviewed the Promise 80, I'll do a quick comparison to help you make your decision if you're considering between the two of them. I'm hyped for this one, so let's see how it sounds, let's see how it feels. Let's start the build. So the in-stock sale goes live August 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to check Swagkeys Discord to stay up to date. This board is gonna go really quick. The price for the Shelby80 starts at $349 and the E-White version adds a $20 premium. The Shelby80 will be offered in 4 colors for the in-stock sale: black, silver, navy, and E-White. The PCB is not included in the base price, so you'll need to tack on an additional $40 to $50 depending on if you're getting a soldered PCB or a hot swap. Now for an in-stock keyboard of this caliber, I think the price is fair. The hot swap PCB has flex cuts above and below the alphas, which is my preferred method of executing flex cuts. You don't lose as much sound as you do with PCBs with flex cuts in every row. Now one thing to note, the hot swap PCB is a completely fixed layout. Even the caps lock is fixed to a stepped caps lock, which happens to work out for my preferences, but may not be yours. If you're looking for more compatibility in layouts, your only option is to go with the soldered PCB. Now included in the base kit, you'll get the Shelby80 top and bottom case with a polished stainless steel weight with an anodized Shelby badge. Aluminum plate will come with the kit, and you'll have options to add on an FR4, polycarbonate, or a POM plate. Now they have tons of nicely labeled pour-on gaskets, which include the top, bottom, and side case gaskets, and I'll go over these in just a bit. You'll get 2 sets of rubber feet, case foam, and a thin sheet to use if you don't want to use the case foam and avoid shorting your PCB. It also comes with a daughter board, a custom tape mod, which I didn't receive, a carrying case, which is really nice, and they also throw in a brass PVD artisan themed after the show Peaky Blinders. You see where I'm getting at with the Mr. Suit comparisons, but it's a good move by Swagkeys. And finally, you will also get Swagkeys brand new V2 screw-in stabilizers, which I didn't receive, but I do hope to try in the near future. Now the case for the Shelby has an 18mm front height paired with an 8-degree typing angle. Fully built, this bad boy comes in at 5.93 pounds or 2.69 kg. I think Swagkeys made some really good design choices here. The front and back don't just go straight down, but flare out a bit towards the bottom, giving it a really aggressive stance when looking at it from the side profile. Kind of reminds me of a sports car. The stainless steel weight is minimal, and I think the way that it sticks out from the back adds to that aggressive look. It also helps by giving it a slightly larger footprint on the desk so the board doesn't easily tip over if you're pushing down really hard on the back. There are no seams on the side of the case since the top case slides over the bottom, and they definitely get points for keeping it clean. Finishing it off, this little curve at the bottom looks super nice. With this being Swagkeys' first attempt at a keyboard, I'm impressed. The finish on my E-White unit has no flaws to report, and the white is just straight up white. Now overall, the build was pretty straightforward. One thing I want to show you guys is the gasket placements. The Shelby has 3 different sticker gaskets that need to be applied during installation. There are a lot of gaskets to install, so take your time. Good thing is they do provide additional gaskets just in case your sticker game is weak. Most of the gaskets will go on the top case, but first you want to install these side gaskets. I didn't realize this till later, so I had to go through the pain of getting them in after already installing the top gaskets. You can thank me for saving you some time by hitting that subscribe button below. Yeah, so the side gaskets have 2 different sizes. You'll really only need to use 2 of the thicker gaskets to apply to the side. The thinner gaskets will be applied to the grooves of the walls where the top case gaskets go. These side gaskets are meant to keep the PCB and plate assembly aligned and not slide around once it's in your case. And they do a good job of it. Once you get that in, install the top case gaskets and the bottom and you're done. I'd love to see Swagkeys move to a slip-on gasket in the near future for their next board though. Another thing to note is you'll need to remove the stainless steel weight with these 3 internal screws to get to the daughter board installation. Once that's removed, you can install the daughter board directly to the weight, plug up the JST first, then reinstall the weight to the case. The rest is all easy from there. Now the typing experience on the Shelby80 is nice. This is another area that reminded me of the Owlabs Mr suit. It's not the softest, it's not the stiffest. I think it's the right balance to give you a nice, pleasurable typing experience. The POM plate that I used gave me the most flex, but you still do retain some of that flex with an alloy plate as well. As with all keyboards, adding the case foam will decrease the flex significantly. So to test the board out, I did do a few builds, all using the same switches. Today I used these broken in novel keys, which have been actuated 1.2 million times by non-keys. Check these guys out, they're doing some great things. I got coupon codes and affiliate links in the description. Now the first build I did was with the POM plate with just plate foam. The POM plate gave it a little bit of pop and sounded pretty full even without the PE foam. I wouldn't say it sounded loud, but it's definitely not muted either. Check it out. Next, I moved to aluminum plate with just foam and found this sound to be the best to my ears. Adding the case foam removed the minimal hollowness that I was hearing, but you can definitely get away without using the case foam though, as hollowness is not much of an issue for this board. Roll the tape. And lastly, I did a PE foam build just for you guys without case foam and with case foam. Now to get the full effect of the PE, I do recommend using the case foam along with it. Take a listen. So I thought I'd add this segment in since I just reviewed the Promise 87 and both of these boards will cross paths during the sale. So which one should you go for? Here's the way I see it. My first recommendation is to obviously go for the one that you think looks the best. Both boards are very different when it comes to design. If you're looking for more aggressive lines, go Shelby. If you want some bling, go Promise. It's completely subjective. Now one thing that's not subjective is the typing angle. The Promise has a lower typing angle at 5 degrees compared to the Shelby's 8-degree typing angle. This does affect the typing experience, so go with what you think will be the most comfortable for you based on your experience. Now from a sound and feel perspective, both perform really well and give you a soft typing experience. I haven't had the time to do a one-to-one build with the same switches, plates, etc. to compare the sound, but I can confidently say that you'll be happy with either one of these boards in this category. Build process wise, no contest. Shelby is much easier to open and close, making it much faster to do mods. There's only 10 case screws at the bottom and you're right in. With the Promise 87, you're removing keycaps, you're removing switches, then you're getting to the internal screws, and then you can do it. So back to the Shelby, is it the Mr. Suit of 2022? Yes. it is. In my opinion, it's better in many areas. And that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.